Today I'm excited to share with you these no-bake peanut butter Rice Krispie balls. They're so delicious. They're dipped in chocolate. They're also that perfect combination between crispy and creamy and sweet. And speaking of sweet, they're naturally sweetened with maple syrup. So I'm so excited to share this recipe with you. I think it's going to be a real winner in your kitchen. So let's get started. Okay, 4 simple ingredients. These are staple pantry ingredients that you probably have in your kitchen right now. So let's get started. We start with 1 cup of peanut butter. As you can tell, this is natural peanut butter. And to that, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of maple syrup. Definitely want to get all that in there. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're just going to stir that together. I love that this is naturally sweetened thanks to maple syrup. You want to give that a good stir and make sure it's all combined. If your peanut butter is firmer than mine, you might want to go ahead and pop this in the microwave for just a few seconds. I'd say maybe 10 seconds, maybe 15 at the most, just to make sure that it's thin enough. We want to have it be thin enough because next we're going to be adding the Rice Krispies. There we go. That looks pretty good. That looks good enough to eat if you ask me. It looks amazing. Okay, to that we're going to add 1.5 cups of Rice Krispies. Some kitchen jobs require 2 spatulas. This is one of those because we got too much peanut butter on the spatula and it makes it difficult to stir. So let's give that one more stir. This looks great. Okay, there we go. I've got a pan lined with, this is waxed paper, and I have a cookie roll. No, cookie scoop. What is this? It's a cookie scoop. So we're just going to use that to make the peanut butter balls. Now, I put that in there, but of course you want to roll that so that it's nice and firm. I don't actually fill up the cookie scoop all the way. I just kind of lightly, like sometimes when you're rolling and doing cookie dough, you might like press it in there. I just kind of lightly press it in there. You can see that this is a messy job, but some of the best food I think is kind of messy. If you ask me, it's all right. You can always have a little bit of oil handy, like olive oil or some kind of cooking oil, and rub that on your hands, and that can help this not stick so much. Now these can go in the fridge. That'll help firm them up. I actually like to chill them for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And that helps them because, obviously you could eat these exactly the way they are, but I like dipping them in chocolate. So I'm going to show you a few of my favorite chocolate dipping tips in just a second. These were in the freezer for 10 minutes, and now I just popped them out and just gave them a second roll. That way they're nice and pretty and perfectly shaped. You can just see, just once they're a little bit more chilled, it's so much easier to roll them and you can get a better shape like that. Now, I think these babies are ready for a chocolate bath, so let's get started. I have around 1 cup of chocolate chips that I melted with 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, and then I put that in the microwave for about a minute. I did 30 seconds at a time and stirred in between, and you can see this is a nice consistency. That's ready to, that's why we add the coconut oil, is because it helps make the chocolate a little bit smoother. Also, I have an old fork that I got at the thrift store, and I just used pliers to pull these tines apart, and that way it's perfect for dipping. So we'll just put one of these on here. And turn it around so that it's fully coated. And then what I like to do is just tap it. As you can see, what's happening is all that excess chocolate is coming off. Perfect. The other thing I like to have handy is a toothpick. So what I do is I wipe off any extra chocolate at the bottom, and then I use that toothpick to kind of push the ball off and pull with the fork. That way you get a nice clean surface without you might have a little bit of pooling going on at the bottom, but not a lot. So let's do another one here. I like having a generous amount of chocolate, but not too much. Let's do that again. And then you'll just repeat this process with the rest of these. Once you've got all of these coated, this goes back either in the fridge or the freezer, depending on how quickly you want to eat them. If you want them fast, put them in the freezer. But if you've got a few minutes, like let's say 10 or 15 minutes, I put them in the fridge just to get that chocolate to harden, and then we'll be ready to do a taste test. These have sat in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and now they're ready to go. So what I'll do is just transfer them to a plate. They peel off just nicely. If you have any little trails like this, you can just knock those off with your finger. This one's got a good one. Now I'm excited for the taste test because these smell so amazing and they're calling my name. Can you hear that? They're saying, Marley, eat me. So let's do this. I don't know if you hear that crunch, but that is so amazing. Of course, I love everything peanut butter. So peanut butter and the crunch of Rice Krispies and that dark chocolate coating around it. This is like the perfect snack. It's a delicious make-ahead snack. Yeah, you can totally get into this. And I love actually that they've been in the freezer for a little bit. So they've got a little bit of that, cold edge to them. Oh, these are perfect. This is my favorite snack. I'm really loving this. So leave a comment. Let me know. Are you going to make these? And if you do, I just want to hear from you. I love hearing from you anyway. So yes, let me know if you're going to make these. I want to know. Thank you for joining me today. I'm always happy you're here in my kitchen with me. And so if you like today's recipe, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more recipes coming your way every week.